I'm so confused. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Benita and I'm so happy to have you joining me today. So guys, we are doing under 24-hour reading challenge. I'm obsessed, you're obsessed, we're all obsessed. Let's do this. We have 2 more weeks of August left and I have a few books on my summer TBR I still need to read. Some new releases that I was excited to read, but I've just not had time to fit them in. So I thought our best way for me to get a lot of books ticked off my TBR is to do a 24-hour reading challenge. It is a bank holiday in the UK, which that means we have a long weekend, and I have a couple of plans here and there, but I do have enough time to just do some reading. So I thought, why not? Like I'm gonna do in every video, I have a very hefty thick TBR for this video, guys. Like, I have a lot of books that I would like to read. So also because I'm a mood reader, it's perfect because I have more options to pick from in terms of like whatever I'm in the mood for. I have a lot of options. I have a couple of books that I still need to read. For example, We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This book is a very well known because I think in the US it's published as People You Meet on Vacation, and I think in the UK it's called You and Me on Vacation. Anyway, that book is on my list. I would love to read that. And the summer book I really want to read is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. That's another good summer book I want to read. And then there's Vacation Wars by Megan Quinn as well, as a book I really want to read as well. So those are like the 3 books that like still on my summer TBR that I really want to read. And then I also have some new releases that have been released a couple of months now that I just not had time to pick up. For example, King of Sloth, the 4th book in the King of Sin series, Wild Love by Elsie. I'm really excited to read this book. I probably will start with this book actually because again I have a physical copy of it, so it's just right there. And also I'm really excited because the main male character in this book is actually Winter's older brother, and Winter is the lead FMC in Atlas, which is the 2nd book in the Chestnut Spring series, and that book is my favorite book in the series so far, and a lot of people say that was the best book in the series. So, and I love Winter. Willow, sorry. Willow. So book I think I want to try and squeeze in as well if I have time, like When the Moon Arched by Sarah A. Parker. This book is actually so on vibe. It is a fantasy book, a magical dragon fantasy romance, but it's on my book club. So I joined Emmy here on YouTube. She just started a new virtual book club, which I really want to read the book before the end of August. Okay, so we have Love and Other Words, Vacation War, People Will Meet on Vacation, Wild Love, King of Sloth, When the Moon Arched. That is 7 books, right? And then I wanted to add one last book, A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. So now we have 8 books on deck. I hope I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so we have 8 books to choose from. Obviously I'm not going to read all 8 books because it's impossible, even for me. I don't think 8 books in 24 hours is going to be achievable, and I think if I do that I'm not going to retain any information. Hoping to be done with my 24 hours by Sunday. Do like 8 hours reading today, 8 hours reading tomorrow, and 8 hours reading on Sunday. That is 24 hours, right? Yeah, that is 24 hours, so let's just get that done. And guys, I love my new little bookmark. It's cute, isn't it? And I love the little tassels. I feel like the tassel, it kind of gives like cowboy vibe, western vibe. This is a new series. It's the Rose Hill series. And bearing in mind I still haven't finished the Chestnut series, there is 5 books in that series. I've only read 2 books. I've got 3 books to read, so I'm definitely gonna film another video in the next couple of weeks of me finishing that entire series. And then so I am now in my bedroom. I'm not in bed yet. It's almost 10 o'clock. I've not read that for that long. I've only read for about 2.5-ish hours of Wild Love by Elsie. I am now just on chapter 13, so I'm getting through this pretty quickly. What can I say about this book so far? It's just what you expect from an Elsie Silver book, I guess, like the romance and stuff. The pace is quite slow-ish. So this book follows Ford and Rosie. Rosie is Ford's best friend's younger sister, and they grew up together. So every summer Ford's family goes to Rose Hill for the summer, and then obviously spends a lot of time with his best friend Wes and Rosie, so they kind of have that thing. But it seems like Ford has always had a crush on her, but she fancied him as well, but like he just like he wouldn't go there because obviously she's his best friend's little sister. Ford is now back in that small town because he's like a successful music producer. His parents are like, he's like a nepo baby, so his parent, I think his dad is like a rock star, now wants like to settle down a little bit in a small town, somewhere more quiet, away from like the city. And then it's come out to that small town because that's where he kind of like loving when he was growing up. And Rosie had just had an issue with her work, so she just kind of quit her job in a way, or let go from her job, and then she's back in that town as well, and now she's working for him. So like, so, and also while this is going on, which I find really odd, and I don't know how believable it's a very odd scenario. So literally Ford moves to this small town, and it's just literally started renovating his music studio, and then randomly some girl just like shows up at his door saying like, "You're my dad." Actually, when he was younger, I was 19, I guess he made a deposit at this sperm bank, and this girl's parent used his sperm obviously, so she's his biological daughter, but she's come to find him because she needs his help, which was just like, he just went with it right away, like without like, I don't know, like without bearing in mind this guy is a billionaire, like it was on Forbes, so he's already like, he's famous. Like it's like someone just like showing up at Bill Gates' door or like Jeff Bezos' door and be like, "Oh, I'm your biological daughter." Wouldn't you like check, like do like a DNA test, check with your lawyer, like do a lot of like due diligence and confirm this thing is just to protect yourself, like no matter what, she's 12, whatever. So that didn't happen. Just like, yeah, that's fine. I think she went to this like DNA, like this like DNA website thing, and like I guess she found him that way. And then she just showed up his house, like someone that's such a billionaire, like how is his address just public information? I don't know, but apparently it is. And then he just like literally, she came to the door, he jumped in the car with her, drove 3 hours to where she lives, that mom, like into this random house where it could have been a trap. I'm just too cynical, and I don't think the best thing, because I'm like, there's no way this guy's a billionaire and he thinks like they're just showing up in a random house. Anyway, so it wasn't a trap obviously. And then her mom, now she's going to rehab or like some kind of like treatment center, and just to avoid Cora, that's a girl's name, Cora being in foster care, I guess Ford is just like taking her in as a guardian or something. But now she's moved in with him, and it's just enrolled her in school. I just found the whole thing like, that part was just so unrealistically rushed. Like all this has happened and I'm just in chapter 30. No way, this guy's meant to be a billionaire, like come on. He has reference that, oh, my lawyer will be upset with me, but I'm like, of course he will be upset with you, because like no one is saying you say no to the girl, but at least protect yourself. Like I don't know, at the moment Rosie is not technically single anyway, because when she left the city to move back to the small town, she had a boyfriend, but like her boyfriend, their relationship is just like it's kind of stale at the moment. Yeah, like she hasn't broken up with him, but they're not together. It's kind of weird. I have a feeling her boyfriend's already like shagging someone else. It sounds like a bro, like one of those like, oh my god, bro, kind of like finance bro kind of guy. She's having this like flirtatious thing with Ford, but Ford genuinely likes her. Like he's fancied her for such a long time. I think when he was younger, it was a bit of like a nerdy geek kind of thing, and she liked him, but you know, but now it's like the glow up is real. Like, you know, he's a billionaire now, so he's glowed up full time. So there's oh wow, there's 42 chapters and I'm just on chapter 13, so I still have a long way to go. So I'm hoping this gets some excitement comes into this. I don't know, I feel like maybe it'll pick up in a while. I don't know, maybe it'll pick up and get more. I just hope something amazing happens. Maybe when his parents come down, I don't know, maybe Wheeler will have a little cameo in this book as well. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit, but if this goes at this pace, it's very dull indeed. Like, it's not a bad book, but it's not that interesting. Like, it's just very, I don't want to say the word basic, but it's giving like basic romance book at the moment. Like nothing about this is like wow, like nothing about this is captivating yet. So it's 10 o'clock now. I'll probably read because I'm not really tired, so I'll probably read for another hour or two. I probably won't check in tonight, so I'll really read now. I probably won't see you guys till tomorrow morning, so good night. Morning guys, I'm recording. This is the second time I'm recording this clip because I just lost my old review, so I'm gonna have to read. I'm just redoing this again. For some reason my memory card just got corrupted, so I had to like that. I lost that footage. I've now showered and I'm taking out my braids because today is Saturday and I'm getting my hair rebraided on Monday, so I just thought like I'll do my hair today. And because it's been raining this morning, like it's still currently raining now, and it's going to rain the entire day, which is a perfect day for reading. Like oh my god, how much plans today. I have plans, a lot of plans tomorrow, so I think I'll just take out my hair and like multitask and read books at the same time and just kill two birds with one stone kind of vibe. So yeah, that's kind of why I look a bit of a mess, so excuse the mess. So I finished Wild Love by Elsie Silver and I rated it a 3.5 star. When I spoke to you guys yesterday, I was telling you guys how if I get to like chapter 20, like 22 halfway point, and if it doesn't like kick up, I was gonna DNF it. Well, not DNF it, but like maybe DNF it, but I didn't need to. So I woke up this morning and I just finished the rest, like spent the entire morning in bed finishing this book. It was a good book, like what you expect from Elsie Silver. Like it's nice romance. This trope is my favorite trope, like billionaire romance, single dad, that kind of vibe. I was a bit iffy about like the old brother's best friend thing, but to be fair, it wasn't like played on too long because I feel like Rosie and Ford were inevitable in terms of like everyone knew they fancied each other, everyone knew they were going to end up together, so it was just like them to not like coming to terms with it. Anyway, so the start of this book, when I mentioned to you guys about the old like his daughter coming to find him and things like that, that was still a bit iffy for me, but you know, whatever, is fine. I thought it was going to be a lot more cowboy. I think I mentioned that yesterday, he's not really a cowboy. And then after I finished this book, I realized that the second book in the series is coming out in a couple of like next week on the 3rd of September, and this entire series is going to be about single dads. So it's like, oh my god, my most amazing trope. But I think when I was reading this book, like the mood I've been in, like I've read some really good, amazing like romantic books for the past couple of weeks, so I feel like those have set me up like in a way that this, even though this was good, it doesn't come to part with what I've read in the past and stuff like that. The story was nice, it was easy. Like I really enjoyed the banter between Rosie and Ford. You can tell that they grew up together. The dynamic is very like, they're basically friends. And I had a little bit about like, oh, why is Willow not in the picture? Like they barely mentioned Willow, which makes me feel like, okay, why? Because Ford and Willow are brothers and sisters, and Wes and Rosie are brothers and sisters, and they feel like the three of them hung out without Willa. But then that was explained because I think Willa is like 5 years younger than Ford, and I think Willow is like 2 years younger than him, so they were a bit older than her for her to hang out with them. But we did get a cameo of Willow, which I was loved, because now I don't know how many years it's been since the Chestnut series, but at this point she's got like 3 kids, well 4 kids altogether including Luke, and it was just nice to see her. Like it was quite nice. I love her, and I'm definitely going to continue reading the series because I love a single dad kind of trope. The next book is going to be about West, who is Rosie's older brother, and he has 2 kids, a boy and a girl, which I'm really excited for. And I think it's FMC is a rock star, because they've mentioned, I think her name is Skylar, because I think because obviously Ford and Rosie have like a recording studio, and I think their plan is kind of have her come record in their new studio, whatever, and I feel like they're gonna meet, and that's kind of how it's gonna be. At the moment, I think I need a little break from romance, because I feel like the reason why this book felt a bit meh, not because of the book, I think because of the way I'm feeling. Like I just feel like I've been like not over romance. I can never be over romanced out, but I just wanted, I think a little bit of a change would help me like appreciate my next romance book. So I do have quite a lot of romance book in my TBR for this video. So the next book I'm going to read is the only fantasy book I have, which is When the Moon Arched by Sarah A. Parker. This is the fantasy book, so I know for a fact it is going to end in a cliffhanger, which is fine. And the next book doesn't come out till next year, October, like more than a year after, and this book was published in January, so I'm like, that is a big gap in between. And guys, I finally decorated my keyboard. I got this little like case for it, and I've got some stickers here. They're not really like bookish related. It's my favorite things: donuts, macaroons. I've got a little like spaceman on the moon having a coffee. Got my little pop thing. Like, how cute is that? Anyway, so I'm going to be reading When the Moon Arches today. I don't really know that much about it. Like, I feel like it's got like, I can see a dragon right there, so I think it's got dragon. Like, it's very like fantasy, and I think it's adult fantasy as well. I'll come back later and give you guys my little like splurge about it. At the moment, I'm just charging my phone, but I have about just over 19 hours left of reading, so I think I can squeeze in like a few more books for the end of the day. But yeah, I just wanted to check in because I have to record this. But yeah, this is the next book we're going to be reading. So confused.
Feel like I'm doing this all wrong. Talking to myself and these four white walls.
Hi guys, so I think I'm going to try reading another book because I just managed to read another 2 or 3 chapters, and this book is just confusing me. So I'm going to switch to a different book. I still don't get the plot. So I thought the plot was she was with Han guy, the king, and was going to take her to a land and do it. And then she's escaped him and she's in another place now. And now I don't even get the plot. Because she was meant to be avenging her best friend, but she's escaped the prison. So she's even further away from him now. I don't know. So I'm just not in the mood to like, it's not for me. I'm not getting into this book. I'll go back to it, but like right now it's just, I'd rather move to something else. I don't want to waste any more time on this. So now I'm going to read It's Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. It doesn't have a really high rating on Goodreads, but let's see. It's, oh yeah, the King of Sloth. We do have King of Sloth. Oh my god. I think, should I just read that? Yeah, let's do King of Sloth. I forgot about that. Let's do that. So we're going to read King of Sloth now. Hi guys, so I just want to read in my bedroom for the rest of the evening. So yeah, anyway, I've just read 1 chapter and I've made the right choice. It's literally, I feel so much better. That book, When the Moon Arch, I don't think I'm going to read it. I'll see how I feel after this, but this is already put me in a good mood. So this book follows Sloan and Javier, and Sloan obviously is, I remember her from this book. She's friends with all the other FMCs in the first 2 books, and she has her own PR agency, like a boutique PR agency. And I think from what I've read, Javier's family, like one of the wealthiest family, or the wealthiest family in Colombia. So she's like the PR manager or whatever. But she's basically babysitting Avi. I think Avi is like a party boy and stuff like that. This book is giving me like, it's going to be like a 1-bed robe kind of thing, because she just made a deal that she was going to, like, it was going to go to where it's meant to be like a gala if she goes on holiday with him for a week. So yeah, but I just wanted to let you guys know I'm reading King of Stuff and I'm already in a better mood. So yeah, I'll continue reading this. This is about 400 pages, and so I'll probably read for the next 2 or 3 hours, and I'll see where I'm at, if I finish it or not, and then I'll check in with you guys. Yours, guys. I'm just so happy to move on. That book was dragging on. Hi guys, it's Sunday and it's pretty late in the day because I have been reading the entire time, like all day today. So I woke up this morning, you guys saw me earlier, I read in bed for a couple of hours, and because today's Sunday I had to post my YouTube video this morning, so I had to do all like last minute editing and all the admin that goes with uploading a video. So I've done all that, and then I read a little bit in bed like you guys saw, but then I had to like wake up, wash my hair because I have to have it prepped for my braiding, my rebraid tomorrow, and also I am going out tonight, so I just had to like wash my hair and things like that. But I have finished King of Sloth. Might be my favorite, but anyway, I enjoyed it, and I'm going to rate it so I think I'm going to give this a 3.5 stars, which I think might be the highest rating I've given any of the books in the series, which is weird. But I really love this this book. I don't think I checked in it every time I read this book. So this book follows Sloth and Javier. They started out with a work relationship. Sloth is Javier's PR manager, and they've known each other for a couple of years, and they've just never like had a romantic relationship because Javier's a bit of like a party boy, playboy, like a trust fund baby, like Nepo baby kind of vibe. Anyway, but he has a very strained relationship with his father, and he lost his mom when he was young. And Sloth also has a strained relationship with her family, which, guys, for that drama alone with her family got me hooked, because I kind of guessed what the dynamic was within her family. I could just guess. And her sister is a piece of work. Her sister and what's his name, Bentley, they're both piece of work, but they deserve each other. Better off with that, all of them, apart from Penn, obviously. Both of them are from wealthy family, but then they've kind of been having like this weird flirtatious thing going on between them. They find each other attractive, but they always had that barrier of like the working relationship and stuff. But they spend a lot of time together, so they decide to like test out the dating, to date each other for like 2 months, and then they'll see how things goes. And obviously Sloth has like trauma from my previous relationship, heavily betrayed by her ex-fiance and her sister, and that's kind of what caused the rift between her family. But Javier was such a fantastic guy in terms of how we kind of managed that intimate situation, because he had his own thing going on as well, from his guilt, from how he lost his mother and stuff like that, and like his strained relationship with her, like I mentioned. But they were just such a good couple, and I really enjoyed reading this book. Like, it is about over 400 pages, 415 pages. I am really excited for the next book though, because it's Vaughn and Ayana. And right now Ayana has a fiance, but she's a miserable, she looks like she's very unhappy. And Vaughn is just like a broody MMC, and the title of the book is King of Envy. So I cannot wait for that book, because just a tiny glimpse of Vaughn. I hope I don't get disappointed. There's a tiny glimpse of it. I'm just excited to read that book. Anyway, so I thoroughly enjoyed this book, and yeah, so we are still doing 24-hour reading challenge, guys, but it's 2 o'clock now. I have to be at my friend's tonight at 8, and then we're going out, which means I'll probably start getting ready around 5 or 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock time. I have 9.5 hours reading time left. So it's time for a new book. I have not eaten today, to be fair, so I'm gonna take a break, sit down for a little bit, just chill out for a bit, and then see what mood I'm in after that. And then I'll tell you guys what the next book I pick up, because right now I can't think of anything, and nothing on my TBR is literally like jumping at me. Even I was so adamant I was gonna read People We Meet on Vacation, but I'm not in the mood for that.
Like a bullet fire.
Back. So I have decided to go ahead and read, like, unenthusiastically read It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I haven't read any book by Tessa Bailey before, and looking on Goodreads, this is our highest rated book, and it was on my summer TBR, so I just thought I would just get on with it. It's about 300 pages. If I binge it for the next 2 hours, no, there's no way I'm going to read in 2 hours. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So right now it's 3 o'clock now, so I did have a longer break than I thought, and I probably have to get ready in the next 2 hours. So I'll probably start getting ready to go to my friends at 5, and I'll see how much I can read in 2 hours. I do have the audiobook of this, so I think I'll read this, and then when I'm getting ready I will listen to an audio, so I can just like get as much hours as I can get. I do still have like 9 hours left of reading. Let's get started, guys.
Like a bullet fire, starting again until the end.
Hi guys, I am just you can tell I'm heading out. But I want to give you guys a quick update on my readings. Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I am about 63% into the book right now, and I still have about 6 hours left on the clock, and it's almost 8 o'clock now. Yeah, so this book is really spicy, like so spicy. Yeah, so this book follows Piper Brandon, I think his name is Brandon, a rich girl. She's rich from Beverly Hills, basically a socialite and slash influencer slash nepo baby slash trust fund baby, and she's just been like basically went too far, like she just went too far in her outrageous like spending and partying and things like that. And her stepdad decided to send her to a fishing town in Westport for 3 months. Brandon lives in this fishing town. It's a bit of a grumpy sunshine, like it's a fisherman, I think it's the captain of his crew or whatever. It's giving, I don't know how to explain it, it's giving like Prada to Nada, that kind of vibe. Like she's a rich girl in a small town with no luxuries, and she just has to find like herself. And it gave me what I wanted. I wanted something fast-paced and like I guess easy to read. And obviously Brandon's falling for her head first, and he wants something serious, but she's thinking I don't really want to come in because our plan is to kind of renovate the bar and then impress her stepdad and then go back to LA. But she's, I think at the back of her mind, she's thinking like she's been in LA for like 2 months or I think 4 weeks or 6 weeks now, and none of her LA friends have messaged her, texted her, so she's kind of reevaluating her life a little bit. But yeah, so I am really enjoying this book. As I said, I'm heading out now. My commute to where I'm going is about an hour, and I'm taking the train, so I am going to read for that hour, so I'll probably make a dent in it, and then when I come back later tonight I'll give you guys my update, or like if I can't give you an update tonight, I'll probably do it tomorrow morning or something. Hi guys, whoa, I sound rough. A different change from yesterday guys. So today's Monday, and I did say I wasn't going to read today, but I just feel like I need to read because I still have 4.5 hours, just under 4.5 hours left, and I feel like I can squeeze in one book for that because I read the other book in like 5 hours or whatever. I did finish It Happened One Summer yesterday. I finished it actually early this morning, and I haven't even rated it yet. I think I'm going to rate it 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed this book, you know, because I didn't have a lot of high expectation going in. I know it was one of her, as I said earlier, that was one of her favorite, most highly rated book on Goodreads. But this book, you know what this book reminded me of? I was thinking about it last night. It reminds me of The Simple Life. You know that show, if you guys, I'm showing my age, but whatever. This show that Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie used to do, like heiresses going to small farms and like living a hard life. This book is a cross between Simple Life and Legally Blonde. Yeah, because Piper's actually grew on me. Like she's, the thing is that from the first part where she got arrested, like at the start of the book, because she was like, her boyfriend dumped her and called her, like just said she was like irrelevant and like she's one of many and things like that, and just to like get some attention because she's like, as I said, Eris, whatever, she kind of threw this like massive party, and then she got arrested. And even when she bonded with the police, the guard in the cell, like just like chatting with the person, like she was quite warm and stuff. Like from that, oh, she's actually a lovely girl. I kind of know she was misjudged. She was just like a rich girl that just had so many opportunities and just she never did anything with it. So I really enjoyed this book, and I got back last night. Got back really late. I didn't read, but I was thinking about it. Like on my way home, I was thinking about the book. Like lingers in my mind. That's a good book for me anyway. And then I realized it's actually a duo, like a 2-book series. So the first book's about Piper, and the second book's about Anna, who's her sister, and Fox, who is Brandon's best friend. So I have a feeling, because the way the book ended, so because obviously it was only Piper that was meant to go to this fish town in Westport, but obviously she fell in love with Brandon and she fell in love with the town. And I love the fact that this book did just not focus on her like just staying in town for him. Like she actually built a relationship, she made friends with the community, she updated the bar, and now that is basically her job. And I feel like she's probably going to like makeover and hair and stuff like that, because she's like really bonded with the town as well. So even though she loves Brandon, she fell in love with the town too, so it's quite nice that she didn't like uproot her entire life for a guy kind of thing. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. She was a bit of a epilogue. I always say that with every single book, but I feel like because this book too, maybe we'll get a little bit of epilogue from Anna's book. So Anna's a younger sister, and she obviously accompanied Piper to this town because she didn't want Piper to be alone by herself and stuff. She's a lot calmer than Piper. Like she's more of an introvert compared to Piper in terms that she doesn't really do social media, but she loves music a lot and stuff like that. So they lived together in that town for like the 4 months that Piper was there. but she had a bond with Brandon's best friend, who is like a fuckboy basically. Like a bit of a fuckboy, just likes to have a good time, but like they are now friendly. So I think this next book is going to be like friends to lovers kind of vibe. Anyway, so as I said, because I still have 4.5 hours, it would be a shame to kind of end the vlog here when I have 4 hours and read. I can squeeze in one book, and also like the only thing I'm into is braiding my hair. What time is it now? It's 9 o'clock. My stylist is gonna get here around 10 o'clock to braid my hair. She's actually really quick. She'll be done like around 2 o'clock this afternoon. So once she's done and I've tidied up, I'll probably like read. At the moment, I really want to read the next book in the series. I am on that Evelyn app. I was just checking it. I was gonna check it if it's available. If it's available on that app, I'm just gonna read it. If it's not, then I don't know. I don't think I want to buy another book. Hook, Line and Sinker is available, so I think I might just read that and just finish that book series. When you see me, I'll have a different hair, I'll look different. I was gonna say something like, this book is very spicy. Like so spicy, like whoa. Well, to be fair, it's not that spicy because I haven't read a spicy book in such a long time. Like all the books I've read never spicy, when like I'll give like mid spice, but this is quite a very high ups. But there was a lot of sex, like scene and things like that. Like it's a lot. Even when I read the description, it says that one of her spice. No, like I think she actually is a spicy author. Most of her books are like really spicy, but I still enjoy the story between Brandon and Piper. Are really sweet. I just love the way they were together, and I just love Piper. She's such a princess, and I love that. She was so into her feminine energy, and she had no shame about that. Obviously she had like some insecurities here and there, but like what she was just, she made me, I think for her personality and watching her dynamic with Brandon and the town and situations and things that she's not familiar with made me love it even more. So I don't know, hopefully that I get that same vibe with Anna's, but I doubt it because Anna is not, it might be a very different vibe. Guys, I just realized I've had like 4 different hairstyles in this entire vlog. It's so funny. One hairstyle per book kind of vibe. Anyway guys, I have finished doing my hair. You guys saw me before I read on the sofa, and I just finished reading Hook, Line and Sinker. I think it's called, yeah, Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey, which is the second book in the Bellinger sister duo book. And now I've gone over 24 hours, so I'm now 24 hours and 8.5 minutes. So I'm just gonna round up 24 hours, guys. Yes, the book is finished. Let me just give you my review of. After reading this book, I think I want to change my rating for It Happened One Summer. I think instead of giving it 3.5 stars, I'm gonna change the rating to 4 stars, because if I picked up this book when I was getting my hair done, I just kept thinking about this, thinking about the book, thinking about it. Piper and Brandon. Like I really enjoyed Hook, Line and Sinker. I do prefer It Happened One Summer because I just really enjoyed the story like more, but I think the whole like simple life, Legally Blonde, like that kind of vibe for that book really got to me. But for Hook, Line and Sinker, I really enjoyed it as well. I love Anna and Fox. It was a friends to lovers, a little tiny bit of fake dating in the middle. But I feel like one of the things that made me actually enjoy this book more is the conflict, Fox's conflict. This book touched on, it was a lot more serious than I thought, because obviously in the first book when we got introduced to him, it was like a playboy, like shagging everything, the skirt kind of vibe. But this book, you kind of learn more about him, and it actually kind of broke my heart a little bit when you think about like what he thinks of himself, because he thinks all he can offer a person or a woman is just like sex and stuff like that. Like no one expects him to do better. Like he was dealing with so much like childhood trauma based on what happened with his mom and dad's relationship, and it kind of broke my heart a lot. Like he wanted so much for people to like have faith in him and see him for more than just his looks and him like just bagging different girls and things like that. So it was quite a serious matter that I didn't expect to have in this book, so I really enjoyed that. That aspect of that was a nice surprise to see that. Got really, not usually, I just got frustrated a bit because he wanted so much validation from people, like, which I understand if you live in a small town and like you kind of have a emotional connection to that town, and that's like the people that you love those people, so you kind of wanted them to respect you. And I feel like that kind of leaked out from like, even from relationship to like his professional life as well. Like him, like no one to take the captain of a ship position because he thought that no one respect him and things like that. And I kept saying, my God, you need to demand respect, like kind of a thing, because when they're joking with you, you're laughing along with them, so they think it's normal. You've always accepted it. And obviously his relationship with his mom as well. So yeah, so all this kind of seriousness was something I didn't expect, but I loved Anna. She was the perfect person for him, because she was just like, I was supportive, always trying to like show him like, you know, even though I find you attractive, like sex is not what I'm here for, I want more from you, like that kind of thing, which is really surprising because this book is spicy as well, but it's not as spicy as It Happened One Summer, because I think It Happened One Summer there was a lot of like spicy scenes in this book. I think because of the way that Fox was feeling, like I feel like it was a bit of a slow burn, more tension than sex up until about 75% of this book, because I feel like it was valid, because I think because he only thought like all it was good for sex, that the Anna had like push him like, no, I want more from like not just sex kind of a thing. So it was just like sex that's a defense mechanism, I think. So yeah, and I love that they've had a tiny bit of an epilogue at the end. 10 years later they've made it. You guys know already how I feel about epilogue. I said in my last in my vlog with no, I love epilogues, because it makes me know that the couples are not just like in the honeymoon phase, they actually made it after that, and we got like a 10-year epilogue, and we got a little glimpse of Piper and Brandon's epilogue as well and stuff. So I really enjoyed this book, and I'm going to rate this book a 3.75 stars. So let me just rate it now. Let me update I've got a new phone case with Stitch. I love Stitch. I don't know if you guys ever watched like Lilo and Stitch. I'm showing my age, but I love Lilo and Stitch. I just got this new phone case. You guys, I changed my nails on my phone case. That's my thing. Now, let me update my rating for It Happened One Summer. So we're going to change this to 4-star, which is great. I feel like in terms of like seriousness and a nice surprise, I think Hook, Line and Sinker surprised me, because I didn't expect it to be that serious as it was. And I feel like It Happened One Summer was a lot more fun. So guys, that's the end of this vlog, guys, and the 24-hour reading challenge. It ran a bit longer than I wanted it to, but I'm happy with the result. Let's just do a little recap of all the books I read. So we started off with Wild Love by Elsie Silver, which was really amazing. I really enjoyed that book. It was a nice way to start the vlog. And then the second book we read was When the Moon Arched by Sarah Parker. This book was a chunky 800 pages like romanticy book. I read about 400 pages of this halfway through it, and I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to DNF this book, because even though I thought I was going to be able to pick it up later on, the longer I've left it, the more I think I don't even want to reach for it, because I'm like, what am I reaching for? 50% of the book and there's still no plot. It was just a bit of a mess. The world building was not, it started off with the word building and then just left that plot. Very confusing book. I feel like the author was trying to do too much in terms of like putting every single successful fantasy book story into one book. I feel that's what it is. The author kind of got a little bit greedy, wanting to put like everything but the kitchen sink into the story. Now I've thought about it more, so I think I'm gonna have to DNF When the Moon Arch. It was my favorite to me, so yes, that's a DNF. And then after that we read The King of Sloth by Anna Huang, which was great. I really enjoyed that book. I was thinking about it more. So I think like my favorite book in the series is The King of Wrath was my favorite book, and then I think The King of Sloth is a close second, and then King of Greed. King of Pride is my favorite book, but I feel like I need to maybe reread it a little bit. We then read It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, which you guys know how I feel about. That was a great book as well. And then we finished off with Hook, Line and Sinker. So 5-ish books in 24 hours is kind of my record. I think that's how many books I can read in 24 hours. I think I really enjoy filming this with you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed our reading time together. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I really appreciate your support, guys. We are now, as of today, there's 300 of you now, 300 subscribers, which for me is amazing. Like when I started this channel just half the year, take it nice and slow, just get comfortable with it, and I really enjoyed like the YouTube. Like I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Like I've always tried to start a YouTube channel over the past 10 years. I just never took the plunge, and now I decided to take the plunge this year, and I feel like it was the best thing I've done. Like I'm really having fun with this. Like it just brings me so much joy. Like it brings me more joy than I thought it would ever bring me. So I want to thank you guys for supporting me. Like every single like I get, every single subscribers I get, every single comment I get, like it just makes this so worthwhile. So I want to say a big thank you to you guys for that. And yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed this reading vlog, or just want to show you more support for me, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
And all the waves were crashing in.